Hello to you. Let's go again. It's time for another weekly wealth insight. And I'm coming here from St. Francis Health Center. And I wanted to share with you this weekly wealth insight. Now, a lot of you would have heard of this before, but it's the power of meditation. And I want to share with you quickly a meditation center here. Now, this symbol here, and I don't quite know how to pronounce it, but it's a Branson sign of blessing and peace. It's called the Tau. It is the last character of the Hebrew alphabet. This is where the alphabet and language end and another mystical reality starts. God, for the St. Francis, the Tau was an important symbol of goodwill that came from God for all of us to give to one another. I want to walk through here quickly into this amazing center. Now there's a huge amount of symbolism here and I can't remember it all, so I'm not going to bore you with all the details. But when you come in here, you'll actually see that the room is square. Okay, so you can see it's square. It's a pyramid which has the exact same symbols as one of the pyramids, and then it's got the 6 religions of the world, 6 major religions in all the windows. You can see them there. And what I wanted to share with you, the other thing I wanted to share is, although it's square, on the inside it's circular, and then in the middle there's a little circular right in the middle. And what I want to share with you is that a lot of people, when they think of meditation, they think of mystics. They think of people that, they have images of Indian gurus with long white beards and, that can levitate and all that sort of stuff. But I'm listening to a book at the moment called Breaking the Habit of Being Yourself by Joe Dispenza. And it's the best book I've ever read on meditation, because I've always really struggled with meditation. I've always basically said, patience is not a virtue I was born with. For me to sit for 10 minutes on my own is virtually impossible. And yet, over the last 10 or 20 years of personal development, but specifically the last maybe 6-7 years, I've started to notice that all the successful people I respect in the world meditate. And you might think it's just the Indian gurus sitting in India. It's not. Ray Dalio, who's the #1 financial person for me in the world, the most respected person in the world that I follow from a financial perspective, has been meditating for 40 years. Now, Richard Branson is another example. When I went to Necker Island and I got to meet 25, not only Richard Branson, but 25 other incredible entrepreneurs, all of them meditate. And so, it's really interesting because we think of it as this like, some other people do this and only enlightened beings do it. But actually, it's the key to your future. It's the key to your soul. And I highly, highly recommend that you go and read the book by Joe Dispenza called Breaking the Habit of Being Yourself. Because for the first time, I've always understood the principle of meditation. I've tried all the apps, I've tried guided meditation, I've tried to sit in nature, and it's just none of it's ever really worked for me. And by reading the book, I now understand this. I understand the theory and I understand the science, and it's given me a methodology upon which to do. And in simple terms, if you want to create the life you want going forward, you have to break the habit of being yourself from the past. There's no thing about your body, there's no thing about your time, and there's no thing about your environment that you can use as an excuse to stay in the present. And wherever you are in the present, and I learned this many years ago, is a concoction of what you've done in the past. If you think about it like planting, vegetables, you reap the harvest of what you planted. You reap the harvest of the hard work and tilling the soil and all that sort of stuff. And so we're all reaping the harvest. Where you are today is your reap of your harvest of what you've done over the last couple of years, months, decades, whatever, of your life. And what's beautiful is that to change the outer world, you have to change the inner world. And so you might think that this meditation is very woo-woo. You might think that meditation is woo-woo. You might even think this wealth insight is woo-woo. But what I'm starting to realize is that the most successful people in the world use the technique of meditation. And so what I wanted to share with you was the book that I believe has helped me the most to be able to actually meditate and understand the science of meditation so that I can actually do it properly. I'd highly, highly recommend go and check out Breaking the Habit of Being Yourself by Joe Dispenza. It's on Audible, it's on all the different audiobooks. Start there because you'll get the science so that you understand why meditation is so powerful. But what I love about it is it's not only the science, but it's the how-to as well. And so that's my weekly wealth insight. If you liked it, subscribe to the channel. We bring these out every single week, ideally on a Friday. And our whole logic is to try and help you achieve what you want in your life. Trust me, I don't know all the answers. I am on a consistent and never-ending, journey to get better and trying to learn from the world's best. It's why we call it wealth hacking. And so, share it with your friends if you think it's added inspiration. And if you've got any comments on what meditation means to you, please post them below. See you next week, and look forward to continuing to share new insights and wealth insights from the world's best.